So we just had a bit of a mystery problem that I was just going to talk to you about. It's a little bit more common than people like to, than we would like. What happens is people come into the shop every now and then where they've just lost all their fish and they haven't seemed to have done anything different, and they're wondering what the hell happened. They test all their water. Sometimes they might have unexplained high nitrite, or sometimes the water might test out absolutely fine, but still all their fish are dead. Oxygen looks fine, salt levels fine, nothing else seems to have changed. And what can happen with these particular mystery problems is that it can be what's called old tank syndrome. And what old tank syndrome is, over a period of time you start to form what's called anoxic bacteria in the gravel. So when the fish produce waste, they produce waste in the form of ammonia. The ammonia is broken down into nitrite, and then within the sand, within the rocks, and within any biomedia, the nitrite is broken down into nitrate, and that's called aerobic, and that's nitrifying bacteria. Then within the porous structure of the sand, of the rock, or refugia style biomedia, you're going to form anaerobic bacteria, and the anaerobic bacteria breaks your nitrate into nitrogen gas, and the nitrogen gas is going to harmlessly bubble off in the aquarium. But what can happen is, over time, mulm can establish in the back of the reef. So this is a drawing just indicating the back of the aquarium, the front of the aquarium, and a deep sand bed. So after a period of months and months or years, the mulm, the non-organic detritus, builds up in the bottom of the aquarium and ends up choking the sand. That's why Gerbert created a plenum, to reduce this chance of anoxic bacteria, and basically to allow horizontal distribution of oxygen. So within the rocks in the back of the reef, which in this case hadn't been disturbed for a year, this anoxic bacteria has actually established. And the anoxic bacteria, if left under the sand or if left in the rock, poses very little problem. Old tank syndrome is where the hydrogen sulfide produced by the anoxic bacteria is starting to slowly leach back into the aquarium again. And when people find over time their corals aren't opening as much, the tank doesn't seem as happy, they'll do what they call a spring clean, and that will often stop that. But what can happen in this particular case that I've just gone through today, he's introduced a wrasse, and what the wrasse has done is the wrasse has gone and buried inside the coral sand and disturbed the anoxic zone. The anoxic zone, after it has been disturbed, has discharged hydrogen sulfide into the water and literally killed all these fish. So we find when this does happen, all the fish die pretty much instantly, and I have had people watch the fish die right in front of their eyes. So people have rearranged their rocks, released hydrogen sulfide into the water, and literally watched all their fish die. So now there is a solution that you can look at that's going to help safeguard you against this problem, and this is a product called Aquarium Detox. What Aquarium Detox does is release bacteria which is normally found in mud, and this bacteria goes in and is totally incompatible with anoxic bacteria and hydrogen sulfide, because this bacteria will actually feed on it. So this bacteria has the ability to actually detoxify the aquarium and rid the anoxic zone. So if you know you're going to do anything large to the aquarium, or if you know you're going to add a wrasse or a goatfish or something that might disturb your sand, it is worth adding some Aquarium Detox about a month prior to introducing the new fish that might dig in the sand, or before rearranging the aquarium. So basically what this does is introduce a blend of bacteria, and this bacteria is normally from mud, so it's not normally aquatic. So what you do need to do is redose it. So it's 1 teaspoon per 200 litres, and you've got a repeat dose every 3 months. and you got to allow it a month to work, because the proper life cycle of this bacteria does include being dried out. So that's how you're able to buy it as a powder, throw it in your tank. It works beautifully for 3 months. So the claims of the product is now you can detox your aquarium. Over time, your aquarium can build up toxins which can kill your fish if disturbed, such as hydrogen sulfide. And what this bacteria will do: reduce algae, decreases hydrogen sulfide and dead spots, introduces a blend of 5 different bacteria that are not normally found in aquariums to break down detritus. It will decrease fish waste, reduce smell, reduce the need for filter cleaning, because it will actually break down the sludge that clogs up the filter. It increases oxygen. It will break down even heavy sludge. So it's worth knowing, and we've had various evidence to suggest that it solves problems, mystery problems such as this. So yeah, put a little comment down the bottom and tell us what experience you've had with mystery problems in your aquarium and your understanding of dead spots and hydrogen sulfide.